Everyone, so it is time for a new reading vlog and I have a beautiful cup of tea here and I'm sorry about the slightly shitty lighting, but hopefully it fits the vibe at least. I want this to be my first official autumnal fall themed reading vlog, so I am so excited for fall. I had a very anticlimactic summer where I felt like the vibes were not it. There's not really a specific plan. I do have themed videos that are witchy romance and like paranormal things, fantasy things, and all that shit, but today I just want to mood read. So I did do like 2 vlogs recently that were kind of like mood reading, having fun, getting out of a reading slump, doing whatever I felt like doing. And I loved doing that. Like, I love themed vlogs and the like planned TBR, but they can be really overwhelming. It is going to be probably a little chaotic, but super cozy vibes, you know, wonderful fall books. First book that I have here is actually going to be probably the least fall book. But again, this is for the mood reading part. This is for my heart and what it wants right now. And I want to share my experience reading this book, so I'm going to mention it first. And that is Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is a reread for me, and I got to page 48 today on my lunch break, and I love this book with my whole heart. I love this series with my whole heart. Again, I've said it before, if I had to choose who my favorite author is, it would be Talia Hibbert. And I have not actually ever reread this series, which is absolutely ridiculous. We are rereading this and it is so much fun. I'm absolutely in love with it already. Obviously, Chloe and Red mean everything to me, and like I remember like the feelings that I had and like some little details, but I don't actually remember much at all about this book, and so it almost feels like reading it for the first time again, but like with the knowledge that I'm gonna absolutely adore it, which is just the best thing ever. So not really a fall book again, but I do feel like it has its cozy moments. So the next book that is also a romance, but this one feels a lot more like fall, is Peaches and Dreams by Juliet Cross. And oh my god, so I've only read like 12% of this one, and it did just come out like 2 days ago when I'm filming this, but it's probably gonna be like weeks because I have a lot of videos that I need to put up first, and I was anticipating it so hard because I absolutely loved. So this series is actually not all by Juliet Cross. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it was just like multiple authors. But the second book is by Juliet Cross and the fourth one is, and the 2 of them are connected, and it's probably like connected with the others as well, but it doesn't feel like you're missing anything if you're not reading those. I might read them later actually, but I haven't yet because I read this for the fact that Juliet Cross, which is also one of my favorite authors, I love her so much and I need more people to know about her books. So she wrote I actually don't have it behind me. I do have it behind me. She wrote the Stay a Spell series that I have right there, and I want to reread that this fall, and I'm probably not going to start that in this video, but I want to do that super soon. She has some contemporary romances that I haven't read yet, but then I read the Parks and Provocation. That was like my first contemporary by her, and absolutely loved it. It's just like super sweet, fun, small town romance, a little bit like Second Chance, where they both thought that they hated each other in high school, but they actually both had crushes on each other, and they meet as adults. And it is just absolutely wonderful, and I adored it, and I don't love the covers, so, you know, I get that if you don't like the covers, but please pick it up anyways, because what's inside is just like absolutely incredible. If you like small town romance, you need to pick it up. And again, I don't know why I'm not sure if it's necessarily set in the fall. Like this one actually is set in the fall. There's like food themes as well, which makes it feel even cozier. And so it's just absolutely perfect. And it is basically a single dad romance, again set in this small town, and they kind of know each other but not really well. It's just kind of like, you know, the same small town, and they do have mutual friends where they're not like friends together, but they're close friends with the couple from the first book in the series by Juliet Cross. They basically run into each other at this grocery store that the heroine works at, and they have, you know, an interaction. The heroine basically talks to the hero's son. I don't remember their names yet. And it is so cute, and she's just absolutely wonderful. So we met her in Parks and Provocation, and I love her so much. She's just kind of like one of the like wilder, flirtier, charming, fun, energetic heroines, and I just like, I love her so much. The hero definitely grumpy, and like, you know, he's been hurt before. He doesn't want to fall in love. He doesn't want a relationship. He just wants to focus on being a father and work and all that stuff. Obviously, I can't like recommend it yet, but I'm like absolutely sure I'm gonna love it. And so if you want a single parent romance that feels like very cozy and all that stuff, you need to check this out. So I don't know what like other books I could tell you that I want to read. I definitely want to read some audiobooks, but I do have some that I want to read for a different video. There might also be like a super exciting package that we unbox in this video. I'm not completely sure when it's gonna, you know, be delivered, but it could be. So maybe slightly get excited for that. Get a cup of your favorite hot beverage, get cozy, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog with me, and tell me what plans you have for the fall. If you want to read some, you know, fall themed books, if you like fall and all of that, please let me know, and let's just go read together. And yeah, hi everyone. So I'm here again. I'm sorry I'm still in front of this background, even though this is the best one that I have. I don't like doing that in 2 clips in a row, but we have more important matters at hand. Remember how I told you that I would hopefully get a package next week and hopefully show it to you, but don't get too excited. It arrived today. It is the next day, and I am going to lose my mind. So I'm going to work. I have like 15 minutes. And I just got ready so fast, and, you know, I'm just like changing or something, brushing my teeth, I don't know. And I hear the bell ring, and I'm like, that's weird. But, you know, I open the door, and then I see this package, and I'm like, I am so used to packages taking ages that I can't believe it's possible for it to arrive within like 2 days. Like, this does ship in the, like, from the UK, and I live in the UK, and like, you know, it makes sense, I guess. Plus the shipping is still quite expensive for it to be like in the same country. So like, it's great that it can be so fast, but I'm just like, that's unbelievable. Like, I would have been so happy if it got here next week. And they also deliver on Saturdays in the UK. It's Saturday today. So like, I'm just losing my shit, but you know what? No one cares. Everyone, I'm sure, just wants me to open this. So this is not actually Illumicrate. It is the Afterlight box, which is from Illumicrate. So, okay. I did that with this. That's... never seen that before. So, okay, I'm just gonna open it and then I'm gonna explain. But this is the first ever special edition box that I have. So I did order 2 things from Illumicrate this year. That were just books, and this is like a book and the little things with it. So like the official Afterlight box that I just was able to like subscribe to, and it's my first ever box, and it means everything to me, and I am so unbelievably excited. So I did kind of figure out, unfortunately, what the book is gonna be. Next time, I'm not reading any of the like hints. Because, like, I figured it out immediately, and I am excited, but next time I really want to be surprised. So, oh my gosh, I've seen people do this so many times, and I can't believe I'm doing that right now. So, this is September's Afterlight box, and it is, like, bi-monthly, and so I guess the next one's gonna be in November. And so, how do I do this? Oh my gosh, okay. I'm not gonna look at this, because as people always say, this is the spoiler card. This feels so weird. Okay, I don't even know how to do this. Okay, let's open... That is a very... Wow, I just got a glimpse of the book, so, you know, I'm already doing this so well, but again, I didn't know what the book was, so it is the book. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. I did not realize that it could be like a big thing like this. Oh my god. Okay. So it is a tumbler that is this like amazing matte purple color, and it says the perfect match I get a kick out of you. So it's like sports romance themed. That is so nice, actually. I don't actually have one. I have like I don't have a thing like this with a straw. I have like other things, but not this. So that is really cool. Wow, I just expected like tiny little things, you know? But the next thing here, I don't know what wait. Is that a wallet? That is so cute. I have a giant wallet that I literally don't even take with me. And if I have this, I can just put my card and like the most important things. Because I always like slip it into whatever the pocket of whatever bag I carry with me. And it is so cute. I love that. Okay, we're on to the book. So, the moment of truth. And there's an art print. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to show you the art print first. So, yeah, oh yeah, that is the art print with the message from the author. Well, I can't believe, like, I've seen people unbox boxes like this so many times, and having one and telling me about it is, like, everything. Also, I bought this, by the way. Yeah. That is so cute. That is so cute. So, okay. We all want to see the book, so it is wrapped, but that is what it is. It is gorgeous. So obviously I did not see like the sprayed edges. Oh my gosh. I did not see what the special edition would be. So definitely different. And it is Cleat Cute by Meryl Wilsoner. So that is the edges. How gorgeous is that? And oh my gosh, I just realized sometimes they have, I always forget about this, that they have the things inside. Okay, that is absolutely beautiful. Like, you're kidding me. I don't even know, like, holy shit. Bro, that is so... I need to read this, like, immediately. That is, like, so sweet and intimate and cute. And, oh my god, okay. Let's see if there's anything on the naked... Oh my god, okay. That is on the naked book. Nothing on the back, but that is so pretty. I'm actually gonna, like, you know, absolutely collapse. So, oh my god, okay. So I have actually not read anything by Meryl Wilsoner before. But I did start one that I want to finish very soon. That was their previous book, but for some reason, I feel like this is going to be my favorite so far, and it is a sapphic sports romance, and I've been wanting to read more sports romance recently, and I'll just read you what's on the back because it's really short, and it says, "Doing well in camp is more important than kissing pretty girls. Well, both are important. Soccer and kissing girls are Phoebe's two favorite things, but she's not focused on girls right now. She's focused on making this roster." So, I have no idea if they're gonna be like, teammates or, you know. Yeah, it says that this is a floral card holder designed by Madeline Olsner. This one is the Perfect Match tumbler designed by Victoria Lester. And it is so cute. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm actually gonna use that, which is amazing. But yeah, I don't have much more time, but I am so happy. I don't know if it's like ridiculous. I'm sure some people will get it, but again, like watching people do this for years and always feeling like, you know, I couldn't like afford it, or, you know, I wasn't a rep or anything, and, you know, it was kind of like sad because I wanted it so much, and I've never really been able to buy a lot of like book themed merch, if that makes sense. And as someone who adores reading more than anything, I do love things like that, and I want it on my shelves, and, you know, I want to take photos of it for my Instagram and all of that. And so the fact that I decided to buy this, I'm so happy. And it was like also an easier decision because it's like not every single month. If you also want to subscribe to Afterlight, there is like basically a wait list where you like can't subscribe just, you know, right now, this second, but on Instagram they always share things like this and that's how I found out about it, and I basically added myself to the wait list in like June. So if you want to do that, you know, immediately, because like it's gonna take a few months for any spots to open. But I'm so happy I did that. I'm so happy I have this. It is so beautiful. I will definitely be reading it very soon. And these two things are so cute. Like, I'm actually gonna go use this right now, which is wonderful. So obviously I have other reading plans right this second, but maybe we could start this in this video. I'm not sure, but oh my god. Hi everyone, so it's the next day. I'm chilling in bed. First of all, I did make progress in Get a Life Chloe Brown. Again, I have had work the past 2 days, basically all day, but on my lunch break and then after work, I did squeeze in some reading and I read 122 pages. I am so in love with this, obviously, and I'm just like, rereading this was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I'm so happy. And I don't know what more I can tell you right now. I just like, this book means absolutely everything to me, and I feel like it's actually better if I just like tell you my feelings after reading it, because like I already know that I adore this book, and so like it's not gonna change throughout the story. So like, you know, but it is absolutely everything to me. I love it so much. I am obsessed with this romance, and it's funny because like I obviously love Talia Hibbert, and so like their writing is very familiar to me, but at the same time, one thing I feel like I always forget is how funny Talia's books are. Like, I know that Talia is like one of the most, I think, the thing that I think Talia does the absolute best, in my opinion, is balancing all the elements of the story to like create the best cocktail on earth. So like the like romantic aspects, the emotional connection, the chemistry, the plot, the relationship, the characters on their own, the like representation, the mental health themes and humor, and all of those things are so perfectly balanced that it just makes me speechless every time. And I always forget how wonderful the humor is specifically, because I feel like, you know, this is a conversation all the time that like we label most romance books as rom-coms, no matter if it's actually like a comedy or if it's just a romance. And so often like you read a rom-com but it is not actually funny. And it shouldn't have to be, you know, it's obviously usually just labeled wrong, but like not that many books I feel like are that funny, which is not generally a bad thing, but it's just like not something that like stands out to me because it's not really there. But Talia Hibbert, like the humor is perfection, and I love it so much. And this book, it like makes me laugh on almost every fucking page. And then like it makes me swoon, it makes me smile, it fills me up with so much serotonin. It is the best thing in the universe. So I love Chloe, I love Red, I love everything about this, and I actually don't think that I said what the plot is about. And while in my head I'm like, obviously everyone knows this series, probably not. So if you don't know what this series is about, what this book is about, it's obviously about Chloe Brown, who has like a near-death experience at the beginning of the book, and it makes her reconsider how she's living her life. And she writes this get a life list, which is just like a list of things how to just, you know, live a life that she would be more proud of. And she ends up asking Red, who is like the superintendent in her building, for help, because she feels like, you know, he's spontaneous and rebellious and he has tattoos and he's an artist and he rides a motorbike, and so she's, you know, she's like, he is the perfect person to help me. And there's like other circumstances around that, but I think I'm not going to say that because it is just like absolutely wonderful to discover that on your own. But it is perfection, it is everything. And they have kind of like a dislike to love situation where they both think the other person hates them, but they're also like crushing on each other, and it is just absolutely everything. Peaches and Dreams. I am obsessed with that book as well. So I'm like getting close to the halfway point, and the perfect fall vibes. Like, absolutely perfect. It is basically, again, small town, but it's also kind of like set in the woods a lot. And they also like go to this like cabin because basically Marley, the heroine, she wants to do this like moonshine contest, which I have no idea what that is, but either way, whatever. She basically ends up going to this cottage with Wade because he takes her there because his grandpa owns it, and it's like a great source to make the moonshine nicer. And Marley basically wants to like enter this contest and stuff. So Wade ends up like helping her a lot because of that family connection, and because he like knows how all that stuff works, how to get to that cottage, whatever. And I'm loving it so much. Like, I love Marley and how flirty she is and how she challenges him. Definitely like opposites attract, where Wade is just like, all about rules and routine and having everything planned out, everything making sense. And Marley is just like, how about we do whatever we want and all that. And she also is definitely like not really a relationship person, so she basically goes on these dates for the podcast that she has actually with the heroine from Parks and Provocation. She's definitely not looking for a relationship, and so Wade is like, I should not want her, but he does. It is so fun. I just love Juliet's writing so much, and I need more people to read her books. So please pick this up. Again, I know the cover, at least I think, is not anything to write home about, but the book is. The book on the inside is absolutely everything. It is perfect, and so yeah. So I think tonight I definitely want to read more of that. I say this quite often that in the evening, I prefer reading audiobooks and ebooks, and then I like to read physical books in the daylight. And so I think we'll read this tomorrow, and I don't think I'm gonna finish Peaches and Dreams tonight, but I definitely want to do I definitely want to read more. Question of the day, actually. What is your favorite supernatural creature? I ask myself this question quite often, and to be honest, it's really hard to say, but I would choose vampires. At the same time, recently, I feel like just, I love witches as well, a lot more than I used to, and I'm definitely not a werewolf kind of girl. I do not like them that much in general. They can be obviously still cool, there's definitely some werewolf characters that I love, but like as a creature on its own, just like it doesn't do much for me. But I want to know what you think. Please tell me. I am really getting in a fantasy paranormal mood, which makes me so happy because that's what I wanted to get to. So I do still want to keep reading like the contemporary cozy ones, but we're going to start sprinkling in all the other things as well. So I'm really excited. I hope you're enjoying this vlog so far, and I will talk to you tomorrow. I do have quite a lot of plans. I want to write, I want to read, I want to get my nails done. This update has been way too long. So I'll shut up, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll never tell, just trust that I'll keep it locked in a cell. Never revealing no secrets you're keeping, these promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell. Yeah, I like you, that's for sure. Never have to close the door. Been a long time, a year before, and I'm missing you so bad. Gone away a month or more.
Hi everyone, so I'm sorry about the shit lighting. I could either make the lighting better or the background better. I'm here with some exciting updates. Also, how cute is this? We've had this little like table here with the lights for a while, but I usually don't show them. I also haven't turned on the lights in a while, which I'm like, why? Because who doesn't love fairy lights? And all the pumpkins and these cutest cats ever were crocheted by my sister and my mom, and I'm obsessed with it, and so I just had to show that to you. So I don't know if there's a way to make the lighting a little bit better. Anyways, I need to talk to you about quite a few things. So first of all, I finished Peaches and Dreams. And before we actually talk about that, I want to show you a book that I got. I almost said a package, but it is not a package. It is actually a book that I bought at a bookstore which does not happen as often as I would like, but also my nails. So this lighting is absolutely not the right lighting to show you. So I'm gonna show it another time, but it's very much like, it shifts color a lot. It's basically purple with like blue translucent like sparkles. And I couldn't decide what color I wanted, and I was just like, maybe I should go with something darker for Halloween, because like but I won't have the nails on actual Halloween probably. But then I saw this and it just gave me like magical, cool vibes. And the like translucent part of it was just like made me think of ghosts, and the purple just like makes me think of witches and whatever. And it was just perfect. It was exactly what I didn't know what I wanted, but then I saw this and I was like, that's what I want. So anyways, let's talk about the book that I got today at the bookstore. So I went outside to write, and that did not work out as planned exactly, because I basically can't use my laptop without it being charged. And the plugs at that shop did not work. And so I couldn't write on my laptop, so I wrote a little bit on my phone. And you know what? I can actually tell you a little bit about my writing. I don't want to get into that too much, but I never talk about it, and I'm just like, you know what? Maybe that is one of the fucking reasons why I've been struggling to write for years at this point. And I desperately want to find my way back to it, and so I will just tell you that I'm still a little bit lost in like what I want to write, because basically, if you didn't know, I have self-published 2 books, 1 poetry collection years ago and 1 adult romance like 2 years ago. And that romance is supposed to be in a series, and I also have many other series. And so I've been like I've been conflicted about what books to write. I have so many things, like an unbelievable amount of books in progress that like are really developed already, because I've been writing them for years. And so it's hard to figure out what my heart wants and what's like kind of smart, because I want to publish another book, like preferably sooner rather than later. And so I need to kind of think about that, but at the same time, I want to give myself the freedom to do whatever I want. And today, I started, not today, but like a few months ago, I started a historical romance. And my journey started with paranormal romance when I was like 13. Cause or like urban fantasy paranormal romance stuff. Cause that was, the most popular. That was what I was reading, what I was like thinking about. All the shows I was watching were basically like paranormal things, and so that's like my origin story. And then it slowly shifted into fantasy romance, and then I discovered contemporary romance, and now it's just like been a mixture of all of that. But I never even considered a historical romance, because like even though I've started reading them a lot more in the past 2 years, I was just like, the writing is completely different. Obviously the style is very different, and I was just like, I feel like my style does not match well with the historical romance style. But at the same time, I was just like, you know what? Even though it's something that's out of my comfort zone, it was calling my name, and I started it, and it's actually like one of the most fun projects I have worked on in so long, and I love the shit out of it. But I was just like really happy that that felt right today, and I just wanted to share that with you. And if you are someone who has been struggling with writing or any art, to be honest, sometimes unfortunately what we need is time, and sometimes it's more time than we would like, but we can find our way back. And every single little step towards it counts. And so I will shut up about that now, and I need to show you the book. So, oh my god. It is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Chalice of the Gods by Rick Riordan. I cannot believe I was saying those words right now. I literally cannot believe also that no one told me this book was happening. I saw it on Twitter like a month ago, and I was like, I don't remember anyone ever saying this. And maybe I did know at some point, but I forgot. But either way, I did not know this was happening. And then I found out. And then I saw Rick Riordan posting about it today. And I was like, holy fucking shit. And the feeling of getting a book on release day, there is nothing like it. There is nothing like it. I was freaking out because I was just like, it's a hardback. It's going to be expensive. And I saw online that there was like a version of it that was half price. but it was not available to like pick up at the store. And there was like the more expensive one to pick up at the store, which I'm pretty sure is this one that is the Waterstones exclusive edition. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go check out if the exclusive edition is maybe just worth it, and if I shouldn't just buy it today and, you know, fuck the discount, whatever. And I'm like very sure this is the exclusive edition. But guess what? It was half price at the store. So I got this special edition half price because I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna come to the store and look and see, and I have this. And it is beautiful, and I'm so happy. Most Rick Riordan's books are ugly as fuck, and this is the UK edition, obviously. And I cannot believe this is so much prettier than the US one. I think that's the first time that happened, because like Rick's books in the UK editions are the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life, and the US ones are not like the prettiest things ever, but they're a lot better. But this one I actually really love, and the sprayed edges are amazing. And I'm obsessed. So I feel the most wonderful childlike joy, and I'm so happy that I went to the store, that I could get it today. I am beyond thriving. And you know what? I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do, because like, if that wasn't clear, I am a giant Rick Riordan stan. I love him. I love Percy Jackson so much. I basically adored The Trials of Apollo, which, if you didn't know, is basically like Rick Riordan's most recent full series. And I never finished it because I was really scared, and I kept procrastinating, and I've been freaking out about that because I don't know if this doesn't spoil it. That is the same reason why I didn't pick up the book that's like, I forgot the name, but the sun... It follows Will and Nico, and I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I also did not pick that up because I'm sure that one spoils The Trials of Apollo. This one, I feel like it's also gonna spoil it, and I don't know what to do because like I can't reread all of that right now. Anyways, love this so much. I am literally so happy I could cry. So let's talk about the updates now. So I finished Peaches and Dreams by Juliet Cross, and it was wonderful. It ended up being like a 4.5 star. I loved Parks and Provocation a little bit more, and I think the reason why is mainly just that the hero Wade in this, I love him, but it was just kind of a situation that I normally don't feel in books, where it was just like he was not really my type in some ways. And I don't need romance characters to be my type, like to enjoy the romance, because I don't read it as a self-insert usually. I just read it as a story I'm like watching, if that makes sense. But I don't know, something about that, there's just like little things that didn't work for me, not because it wasn't good, but just because it didn't work for me personally with just some little specific things. And a little bit of some of the writing felt a little bit off, but overall, obviously 4.5, I still adored it. Marley is a wonderful heroine. I loved how she was just unapologetically herself, and she went after her dreams, and how flirty she was, and how much they were just gone for each other. And at first they were both like, you know, not looking for relationships, didn't think that that was something they wanted, but once they like got together, they didn't even really doubt that they wanted each other and like wanted to be together. And I just absolutely loved that. And the single like dad part of it was super cute, and the vibes were completely perfect. And also the third act conflict, or like all of that, actually completely worked for me, which I never say. I highly recommend this and Parks and Provocation. And before I forget, I should have a new Juliet Cross book delivered tomorrow, which is Bright Like Wildfire, and I am beyond excited for that. I have decided that I want to savor this book. I'm like pretty sure I'm still gonna finish it in this video, even though like I don't know how much longer I'll make this video, but I don't want to fly through this book because it is just like the best thing ever, and I want to make it last as long as possible. And so I think tonight I want to pick up a different book, and I think that will be Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. So I did get to page 34, not exactly far, but I started it, and I just want to give this cover a second, you know, of like spotlight, because like how beautiful is this? So obviously it is designed by Lenny Kaufman, the most wonderful cover designer on earth, and the vibes are perfect. I so cozy, like the coziest cover I've ever seen in my life. I love everything about it. Besides that, I'm not quite sure because I still have a lot of ebooks that I'm dying to read and I want to read more audiobooks. But the last thing is I do think I actually want to pick up an ebook right now. And I've been desperately awaiting this book, and it is, I forgot the name. I don't know, it's by Naima Simone. And I love this series, and it's like standalones. I don't even know if it's like connected necessarily. Naima Simone is an author that I love for like very lighthearted, fun, steamy books. And this one is just like 150 pages. I haven't been reading a lot of novellas lately. And so I just, again, I loved the previous two ones. It wasn't necessarily like 5 stars or like new favorites, but it was just so fun. It was a kind of experience where it's just like so easy to read, such a quick read, and it's just a fun, good time. And so I am hoping that's gonna be the case with this one again. And it is on Kindle Unlimited, so if that's something that you're looking for, definitely check out Naima Simone. And so I think I will maybe inhale that. I'll talk to you soon. Hi everyone, so I'm gonna make this update extremely quick because I decided to go to the cinema and I have to leave like right this second. But I got the package that I told you about, and so I will open that now, and I want to take the book with me. Let's open it. I am so excited. You obviously already know what it is. And why is this so hard to open right now? Okay, so I got in. And oh my god, we have Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross, like I told you. And oh my gosh, I love it so much. That is so pretty. And like, if this doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. Like, I love it so much. They look so cute, and I just love the vibes. I love the pose. It is absolutely beautiful. So again, I need to leave, but this is our next read. I actually haven't. It is so floppy. Oh my god, indie books normally are not this floppy. I'm so happy. I did not really read any of role-playing or I did read more of the ebook by Naima Simone, but I'll just tell you about that when I finish it. And so I was just thinking that there's no reason to keep reading role-playing right now when I know I want to pick this up immediately when it arrives. So I'll go and I'll talk to you afterwards. Hi everyone, so I wasn't gonna do an update right now because I already removed my makeup and I got home from work really late and I'm just really exhausted, but I am reading a book I want to tell you about, and I feel like I think I'm too tired to like stay up to finish it, but I think I'll stay up for a while and read a lot more of it, and I'm enjoying it a lot and I just want to share that. So I have put all the plans that I told you about on hold because since I've had work the past few days, the only thing that I could easily read was an ebook on my phone. And so none of the books that I was reading really worked for that anyways. You're the Duke That I Want, or He's the Duke That I Want, by Lenora Bell. So this is an arc, and I never know if I should talk about arcs in a normal vlog, so let me know what you think. If I should just do like arc specific reading vlogs or if I should just include it in normal vlogs. This is coming out, I think, on December 26th, and I've recently gotten some extremely exciting arcs, and again, I just want to drop everything and read that, and I don't want to stop myself from doing that, but I'm like, I want to do this vlog a little longer and I don't know what to do. This is a historical romance, and it's kind of like a Greece inspired retelling. On Goodreads, it just said something like it is about an innocent lady and a rake and whatever. So it kind of has like, you know, the good girl, bad boy trope, which is something that I love when it's done well. It is very often not done well, but I feel like it can be absolutely amazing when it's done well. And so far in this book, I love the way that it's set up. So we have the hero who is basically the brother of a duke, and this heroine who lives in this small village slash town, and her mom is really strict and like she raised her to be a proper young lady and like all that stuff. And this hero, he like runs into the heroine who is having like a rebellious moment when she just wants to swim in the ocean, which is something her mom would not let her do. And he gets scared that she's drowning and he like goes to save her and she's like, I'm literally fine. And they just have a connection in a moment, and the hero stays in town for a bit longer than he was supposed to. And then he finds out that his brother, the Duke, is dying, and he has to go to, see him, and the brother absolutely hates him. And so there's just this question of like, is he gonna have to be the Duke? And on top of that, the brother had a lot of problems with some people who now want to blackmail the hero. And so, yeah, that is kind of what's going on. And he basically has to leave this town for those duties. And at the same time, he now has the thought of like, I have to stay away from the heroine and I have to let her go so that she stays safe, because he is clearly not safe. And it's kind of the situation where, everyone he loves is not going to be safe because these people are going to want to hurt him in any way that they can. And it's cool because like I haven't read about a setup like this in a while, and I don't always love it, but I think it's like kind of good. Like I do like when there's something that stands in the way of the romance that is not like the actual two main characters. But I do feel like it's really painful to watch the hero basically now being an asshole to the heroine so that she leaves and stays safe, Thing is, like, the bad boy heroes only work if they're kind and, respectful at their core, and he definitely feels that way. And yeah, so it is frustrating, but like kind of like in good ways. And it is so much fun. Like they have so much chemistry. And I love the heroine. Like I feel like it is annoying when there's like the like, innocent girl who is just like very naive. I feel like when she's naive and oblivious, and like it can just be really annoying. But I feel like the heroine in here is, while she's kind of like innocent in some ways, she is also like headstrong and confident, and she is learning to go after what she wants. And I feel like she's gonna have a lot of really cool character development, and I cannot wait to see like how they fall in love. Like they're already falling for each other really hard, and I feel like I like feel the connection from the start, and I just cannot wait to see it go deeper. And I did not say I'm at like 46% or something. So absolutely thriving. I'm so happy I got the arc. It was kind of random. Like I don't even remember requesting it, and a few weeks ago it got approved, and I'm just like absolutely here for it. And I love Lenora Bell. The last book that I read by her was kind of a disappointment. Like it was completely fine, just not amazing. And I'm so happy that this is amazing. And it's making me want to read more of the historical romance in general and more of the ones that I own physically. I will update you tomorrow. I have some days off. I cannot wait. I don't know what plans I have, but reading is most absolutely like a big, big part of it. Hi everyone. So it is time for an update. I just did my makeup, and I'm gonna go out to some shops and to the bookstore to read. And I had a really chill, relaxing day yesterday, and I've been reading some books, and we're gonna talk about it now, obviously. So I also did just buy a new lipstick that I thought would be like super dark, but on camera it actually doesn't look that much darker than most of the lipsticks that I wear. And I I kind of wanted it to be darker, but it looks so good. It's perfectly matching this top, and I am obsessed. I do think this looks darker in real life, but anyway. So I am filming some other videos, so I did finish a book that I wasn't gonna tell you about, but you know what? This is an autumnal vlog, and I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek of a video that's definitely gonna come after this. So I will be doing a witchy vlog, and I'm very excited, and this is one of the books that I just read for it, and that's Witch I'm Gonna Do by Avery Flynn, designed by Lenny Kaufman. This is like one of my favorite covers of hers, which like all of them are my favorites, but this is just like so beautiful. This ended up being a 4-star for me. Again, you're gonna hear more of my thoughts there, but it is a fun, lighthearted paranormal romance that's like nemesis to lovers, and forced proximity and fun stuff. So I did finish that yesterday. And I feel like I finished something else that, oh my god, yeah, obviously. And I finished You're the Duke That I Want by Lenora Bell. So I loved it so much. And I kept on debating on if it was a 4.5 or a 5-star. I ended up giving it 5 stars on Goodreads. Honestly, if we wanted to be like extremely precise, it's maybe like 4.75, but like I never go that far. And I adored it. It was so much fun. I feel like the good girl, bad boy trope, like I think I mentioned, needs to be done well for me to enjoy it. But when it is done well, I love it so much. And that was the case in here. There were a few little things that made it annoying, but like in a way that was kind of good. Like it made sense, and it was frustrating, but like it made sense for the story. And the conflict, there was something in there that was just like a little bit not stupid. It like also kind of made sense, but I feel like it could have been done a little bit better. And at the same time though, it did not like ruin the story for me. It was not horrible. The romance in this was just everything. It was so fun. They were both like fighting in love for each other, and at the same time they were falling so hard. And I loved the heroine Sandrine. Like she is iconic. I loved the way that she like found herself, and she basically ends up going to London, and that like forces the two main characters to be together again, because she basically doesn't know that she's gonna have to ask him to sign this petition not to demolish this castle that means a lot to her and the town. And so she goes to London and she makes all these friends, like with female friends who are just absolutely wonderful. They have this like little group, and I loved that so much. And the book is really sex positive as well, and it's just like so amazing on so many levels. And I need everyone to read it. And I just realized the bookshelf behind me is falling apart a little bit because I took out some of the books. Not gonna talk about it anymore because obviously it is coming out at the end of December, but please add it to your TBR. Like, you're not gonna regret it. I hope that, you know, it's gonna be super popular when it comes out, because I need everyone to read it. I want everyone to be loving it as much as I did. So that's that. And then I changed my plans again, of course, because like, how could I not? I don't even know where it came from, but I was just like, you know, chilling, whatever. And I really wanted an audiobook, and I just thought about this book. And it's not like entirely random, because basically I have had this since like last year or the beginning of this year. It's been a while, and this book has been super hyped, and I've heard so many people talk about it, and mostly good things. There were some like mixed reviews, but I had a feeling that I would really enjoy this, and I didn't think that maybe I would like completely love it, because like when I am very hesitant when I start reading books by new to me authors, and in my stats I actually don't do that much. Like, new authors are like 30% of my reading this year, and I just get scared, you know, and I need to get over that. And so I am so far loving this. I got to page 128, and I am listening to the audiobook because, again, I did want an audiobook, and I also liked the thought of being able to switch to a physical book, like, you know, in the morning and whatever. And it is still quite early, so I haven't read anything today, but I am, like I said, going to the bookstore. If you didn't know what this is about, it's like a college romance between a figure skater and a hockey player, and there's like this whole drama, and they end up having to share one ice ring instead of, you know, having their own. And there's like a lot of friend groups and like, you know, all of that. And I feel like I heard people talk about how they think there's too many characters, and I can understand why it would be a problem for some people, but so far I feel like they're well developed, and at the same time it feels so well fleshed out. And it feels like this whole community of, like, you know, all the college people close to each other. And I'm loving it. I have not read a college romance in a million years. And I never actually read that many, and I want to read more. If you have any recommendations, please tell me. I'll tell you more when I read more. But we're absolutely reading this today, and I really do want to start this today as well. But I didn't say that the reason why I really wanted to start this yesterday is because the like sequel companion is coming out today, and I am hopefully going to be able to pick it up today from the post office because I pre-ordered it because there was like a pre-order campaign and it was like half off to pre-order, and I was just like a no-brainer, you know, and I can get some bookmarks and whatever. And I don't know when that's gonna arrive, probably not in this vlog. So I'm sorry this has been quite chaotic, but I hope it's been fun anyway. So I'm gonna go. I do also have a quest. Like the main motivator that I wanna go today is I wanna buy some mugs. Like autumnal, obviously. And I did also buy a candle yesterday that I wanted to show you and I forgot. So I'm gonna do that later with the things I'll hopefully show you that I buy today.
Every show I called before, I need to hear that voice, cause right now feels like it's been too long. I could never let you go on thinking about those secrets true. And I would never bet the world that I would find anyone like you. I'll never tell, just trust that I'll keep it locked in a cell. Never revealing no secrets you're keeping, these promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell, it's true, 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 it's true. You're an angel, that's for sure. With some devil, hear you roar, but I like it when you're on the floor.
Hi everyone, so this is, oh my god, I've never filmed at this angle before. Why is this like so good? You can see the shelves, you can see those books, and the lighting is not bad. So anyway, I have a lot to talk to you about, and I do think this is going to be the last update, because I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, I still felt like I haven't finished that many books, but I have finished quite a few books and I've done a lot of things and showed you a lot of things. I personally love watching long vlogs, and please let me know how you feel about that. Do you like long or short vlogs or medium? But I need to find some kind of balance and do some long and short ones. Anyways, I have a lot to show you anyways. I did finish Icebreaker and I will tell you about that, but I have been holding back from opening this since I got it earlier today. I am so ready. Isn't it so beautiful? Like, oh my god, okay. So, that is such a pretty color. It's even prettier in person. Oh my gosh, it is so much more pink than I thought it was. Like, that is like a pink cover. And I love it so much. The writing is like, I never know what the name of it is. It's like the opposite of like embossed. Is that the word? Where it just like stands out, which is my favorite thing ever. And this is like, I say this about every single Lenny Kaufman cover, but this is like one of my favorites that she's done. And online it looked a lot more orange. I'm not sure if it's not actually a different color. Like maybe the US one is more orange and the British one is more pink. I need to check that. I can't wait for the bookmarks and the stickers. And I'm in love. So we'll be reading this very soon. I'm going to tell you, you know, if you've made it this far in this vlog, you deserve the sneak peek that I want to do a video where I read books that have book covers designed by Lenny Kaufman. And I've been wanting to do that video for 1,000 years, and I have like 10 maybe books now. And I did actually end up really enjoying Icebreaker, and I kind of have a feeling that I might love this one more. Like, I don't know, I do love the cover more, because like obviously this one is gorgeous, and I absolutely love the like, what's the word? It's not a dress, but you know, the costume, whatever thingy that the heroine has. It is so stunning, but this one is just like the background, the color, all of that, beautiful. And I know who the characters are now a little bit, and I just feel like it's gonna be so much fun. So anyway, let's talk about this book now. So I did finish it yesterday, and it was really fun, and I did overall really like it. But before I go into my thoughts, I do want to mention a few things that I haven't really heard people mention before, and I want to put it out there before I forget. So I did put some content warnings on my Goodreads, and it actually does have like a little mention here where it says that It contains a focus on eating habits, and I feel like this is just something I wanted to mention because basically they're just like a topic that is around eating and not eating enough nutrients and just eating enough food and all of that. So if that is a trigger for you, it is like there a lot. So I would avoid this book. That is one big thing. And another thing that is in there that I did not know about is that there is a very toxic relationship in here. Not the main characters, obviously, but there is like a side relationship with the heroine where it is like really toxic and fucked up, and it is there also quite a lot, like not the whole time. It does like go into that quite a bit, and it was uncomfortable to read at times. If you don't mind those things, then I do recommend this book if you would like a college romance with a lot of characters, a lot of things going on, and really strong college setting vibes and the sports romance vibes, and like a very steamy romance as well. I do think it's like a 4-star for me. There was a little bit missing for me, and it's definitely way too long. And some things have been definitely drawn out, and I think if it was at least like maybe 70 pages shorter, it would have been so much better. I did really like the relationship between Nate and Stassi, and I do think like it has such amazing communication. It is like a really healthy relationship, and it's passionate and fun. I do think it is based a lot around like the physical aspect, where I feel like it didn't go enough into the emotions for me to fully fall in love with the romance and the characters. And I think that is like why it's not a 5-star for me. I did really like the side characters. I was worried, like it was one of my main worries when I heard other people talk about it, that there's a lot going on outside of the romance, but like the romance is still like at the forefront, like at the front of the story. And there's kind of like this found family aspect where Stassi ends up living with Nate and his friends. And I was just like thinking about multiple characters, like I want to see their stories. Could have had a few less characters. And I definitely don't remember all of them, especially since I read it on audio, but like I guess I don't need to anyways. So that is gonna be all that we finished. I did not unfortunately start Bright Like Wildfire, but I do think you should definitely pick it up if you would like an autumnal book, because again, I adore Juliet Cross. There's no way I'm not gonna enjoy this. I do want to show you. I think I did show you this mug that I'm obsessed with. It's so cute. And I do also have another one that I just poured some Coke in that you can actually, that looks so good actually. So it is a glass one, and I feel like you can really clearly see the pictures with like in the contrast. So I also wanted this because I feel like it can work, like it has very much like autumnal colors and it gives me autumnal vibes. I feel like it could totally work perfectly in the spring and the summer as well. So, you know, we love versatile things. So I got that, and I got both of these in Asda, which is like a grocery store chain in the UK. And if you live in the UK and you have not yet checked out like the home section there, they have so many mugs. They don't have that many fall ones anymore, but they still do have quite a lot. And they have so many Christmas ones that I'm definitely gonna go back to. It is all super cheap, so definitely recommend that. And then I got this in Aldi, which is this pumpkin spice one. And it's really cute and it smells really nice. It was also cheap, so I don't think it's like the highest quality, but it smells like pumpkin spice. It definitely has like a cozy smell that I haven't lit it up yet, but I'm obsessed with it. So stay tuned for more cozy autumnal content. I hope you're doing well. If you made it this far in the video, leave a vampire emoji down below. Because I'm gonna say like a fall emoji in every fucking video, but leave a vampire emoji. Because like, I love vampires, and I am actually writing about vampires right now. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!